Wyoming. Why, just hearing the name Wyoming conjures up visions of the unspoiled West. Spectacular mountain vistas, clear rivers, and abundant wildlife. And there is probably no more beautiful a place in Wyoming than the Gros Ventre Valley, in the shadow of the Grand Teton Mountains. Just fly or drive into Jackson Hole and make your way east with the Grand Tetons in your rearview mirror, and you'll experience some of the most beautiful country to be found anywhere. You'll pass Slide Lake, naturally formed in the early 1900s when the mountain slid down across the Gros Ventre River, forming a natural dam and lake behind it. Continuing eastward, you'll find a little bit of cowboy heaven nestled between the surrounding mountains, inhabited by all kinds of wildlife, kissed by the sun during the day and cooled under a canopy of a billion stars at night. Welcome to Goosewing Ranch. At Goosewing Ranch, you'll quickly disconnect from your daily digital lifestyle and reconnect with the things that are important in life. Like nature, friends, family,
Hee-haw!
the sound of a waterfall, horses running in the pasture, and experience a lifestyle that will relax you more than you ever thought possible. There's something very special about Goosewing Ranch. It has that je ne sais quoi about the ranch. It's not just hard to describe, but we know you'll feel it when you spend some time here. Your accommodations for your stay will be rustic, cozy, warm, and feel just like home. You can sit on your front porch deck and watch a sunset like no other. Watch your kids learn to rope.
Hold with this leg and throw. Let's get throw. Wow! All right, high five.
Or throw a tomahawk. Maybe try your hand at target shooting. And do as much or as little as you wish. With all this grandeur surrounding you, you'll want to explore as much of it as you can. And Goosewing Ranch will make that possible, as each cabin comes with its own utility terrain vehicle. Now you can really get out and see the country. whether by horseback or UTV. There are miles of trails, canyons, and paths to explore, creating a lifetime of memories for you, your friends, and your family. The week starts with some proper introductions as the wranglers run out all of the horses to meet the guests in what can be described as a pretty spectacular entrance. After the horses make their entrance, the wranglers will gather with the guests at the fence to answer any questions guests may have about the horses, trail riding, or anything you would like to ask them. It's a great way to start off your week. If you haven't been on a horse for a while, not to worry. The wranglers will match you with a horse well suited to your riding abilities. Of course, instruction is provided, and guests can spend some time in the arena in some friendly competition that'll help them become a better rider, and later enjoy all the trails they will explore.
Bring it home.
And ride and explore you will. There are short rides and longer rides. But one of the favorites is the lunch ride, where you and your horse will climb to the top of the mountains and stop for lunch in one of the most beautiful and unspoiled places in the country. With the Grand Tetons off in the distance, you'll feel like you can see forever, surrounded by mountains and rock formations that took millions of years to create. At the end of a full day of trail riding or exploring the mountains on your own UTV, you'll join the rest of the guests for some of the finest food this side of the Continental Divide.
There we are. You good?
The dining room and lodge is a focal point for guests during the week. And before or after meals, you can go upstairs, play a game of pool, read a good book, or just relax. Mosey into the gift shop for some great wearing apparel and gifts. Come on, you've got to look good on the trail, you know. And the fun doesn't stop after dinner. You can square off against the Wranglers in a game of kickball, or learn to line dance on their front porch, something everyone enjoys. Or settle in around a glowing campfire and hear some of the stories that have been making the rounds in Wyoming for many years.
The Shoshone also called me Nushkawa. They never had a word for blue-eyed in their language, so they called me Blue Wolf. I had a dog at the time. His name was Max. He was a wolf Malamute cross. Great animal, good friend.
A guest ranch vacation is a great option for friends and families because it provides a distraction from their daily lives. It's an area that they can come to, relax, escape. They disconnect from the real world and reconnect as a family here. They find out what's really important to them deep down in their soul. Ranchers have been hosting families for generations. Nobody knows hospitality better than guest ranchers. We've been allowing friends and families and inviting them into our homes for generations. Once you visit a guest ranch, you're not just a guest, you're not a paying customer, you're part of the extended family. It's a really unique vacation. It lasts for many years. There are many memories to be made. Parents are bringing their children, and then those children are bringing back their grandchildren. It's a way to make very lasting memories as a family. There are a lot of activities to enjoy, very adventurous activities, and those really create strong family bonds. Goosewing is a very special place. It's one of those places that get in your heart, that get in your soul. When you drive that road in here, you're thinking, what could be possibly at the end of this? But it is a very unique place. You pull down the driveway and it opens up to this amazing lodge, this amazing gazebo and pool area. And you're like, wow, it's the rainbow at the end, the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. And it's a place that allows you to be yourself as a family. You're coming here maybe not knowing what a guest ranch might provide, and as soon as you walk in, you're able to relax. You might have some concerns that, oh my goodness, there's not any cell service right here, and your children are maybe a little panicked, but within a few minutes, they meet the staff, they meet the horses, and they're relaxed. They're really enjoying it, and Goosewing just allows you to become a family again. What's really special about it to me is everybody knows you by your first name. We get Christmas cards back from guests from years and years ago, and we watch their children grow up. It's just very special. I think one of the best things about Goosewing is that we reinvest into the ranch each year. We are not just here to provide maybe a service, but we're here to provide an experience. We want you to have the best experience possible. We want to show you the mountains. We want to show you these amazing trails and watch the smiles come across the faces. Watch your son catch a cutthroat trout out of the pond for the first time. Watch your daughter loping for the first time on a horse. Those are really special experiences, and we truly enjoy sharing those with you.
Mornings? Well, they're special at Goosewing Ranch. Early morning clouds settling in the mountains give way to clear blue skies. Perfect fishing weather. Their expert guide will show you how to latch onto the big ones right on the ranch.
At Goosewing, we offer a Fishing 101 program. We sit them down up at the gazebo, kind of teach them about the local area, all the different species of fish that are around that you can catch. Then we take them out to the front lawn and practice some casting. And once they get their casting down, we bring them down here to the pond and let them get the hang of it. And then if they want to, they are allowed to rent out rods and go out into the wilderness out there and do some fishing.
Or hop in your UTV and explore the Grovant Wilderness area and the secluded lakes to be found in the region. You might even see a low-flying bald eagle while taking in these beautiful surroundings. Or take a leisurely float down the Grovant River in an inner tube and see the mountains at the base of the river. Guests come to Goosewing Ranch from all over the world, and it's not uncommon to hear French, German, Italian, or Spanish accents in the dining lodge. But one language everyone speaks is cowboy.
Oh yeah.
But what's special about Goosewing Ranch that brings people back year after year?
My family and I have been guests of Goosewing Ranch for many years now, and it is probably our favorite place in the world. It's just such a great place for families to be because there's no TV, there's no internet, there's no cell phone reception, so we really get to connect with one another, to connect with other families that are here. And we've made friends from California to Scotland that we keep in touch with to this day. And it's just a very unique place because we are out here with each other and away from the rest of the world. And it's just wonderful. It's so relaxing to be away from the news and politics and what's going on in the world, and just to be out here and be unplugged and be together and to be with other real people and to remember that skies really are blue and that people really are good, and that's why we keep coming back. We just enjoy it so much that every year we can't bear the thought of driving away without planning the next trip.
We've been in many different places in the world. I mean, I came from Europe to start with. We've been in upstate New York for 7 years, but we love the West. We've been in, actually not far from here, in Grand Tetons and Yellowstone doing a horseback riding trip, but decided to come back over here for the location first. I mean, it's such a nice, beautiful place. Wanted to see the horses and actually be able to ride every day, and so far has been what we've been doing here.
And the wrangler here are so nice. You feel it's a human-sized ranch, I would say. So you feel like a bit part of the family, and that's what we like. And the horses are really good as well. The trails are beautiful, gorgeous. You have really nice views, and it's really, we had enjoyed every single day since we're here.
Yeah, I really liked not only that there's trails to go on, but that we can actually, for example, lope or kind of do what we want instead of just following the trail, because that's basically hiking and I'm really not a fan of that.